ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जगत गुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna. Now, before we start today's class, as most of you would know, one of our dear God sister, Her Grace Shamati Mataji, left this material world this morning. So we'd like to offer our prayers for her, and we'd like to dedicate this class for the departed soul. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we discussed these last 5 verses of chapter 7 last week. So let's do a quick revision, and then we'll go ahead. So 725. I'll go from back. Um,
Sorry,
Sarujivesh.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Sorry, can I just before you start speak
Yes.
something? I see Preeti Mataji and Salon Prabhu, they're walking on road with camera on. It's not safe. They can probably turn off the camera and focus
Yes.
on
Okay.
rather.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. Till you reach to your destination, it's okay. Thank you, Shobit Prabhuji. Sarojiveshri Mataji, I'm just going from back.
Hare
Uh,
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Would you like to do this? 725?
Yes, Prabhu, I'll do it. So I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them I am covered by my internal potency, and therefore they do not know that I am unborn and infallible. Okay, let's go word to word. Naham prakasa sarvasya. Nanar aham. I prakasa manifest sarvasya to everyone. Yogamaya by internal potency. Samabrita covered. Muda foolish. I am this. Na not. Avijanati can understand. Lokaha persons. Ma me. Ajam unborn. And abhyayam inexhaustible. So in this connection, Krishna is telling us that so the person who is unintelligent and foolish, they cannot see Krishna because for them, Maya will cover Krishna and Krishna's potency. So they cannot understand Krishna directly, Prabhu. And then I think you given example where you said like cloud covers the sun, and we cannot see it from here, but that means sun is not there. That doesn't mean sun is not there, but the sun is covered by clouds. So like that, so unintelligent people cannot directly see the Krishna because that is covered by the Yoga Maya.
Okay. Thank you, Mata. Um, Anything else? Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. We discussed some more points. Anyone remembers anything?
Prabhuji said it is the right of the God not to show it to everyone.
Yeah, because
When
we all
Krishna,
have rights, so God also have right. He,
and also during the Leelas, generally the Yog Maya covers Krishna mind so that he forget for sometimes that he's God and he performs the Leela.
Yeah. Is it required or not required?
It is required.
Why?
Maybe if because he's God, he can like during the Leela also he can be like, I'm doing it. Maybe like
Yes, you're close, Mata. Just I just want a clear answer. You're right. Just want to
So that
clarify
the Leela could be performed.
that so that the Leela could be, other Leela will not be performed. And any example, Shabitra, you remember?
Prabhu, what I've written is you told about Agasur story
Okay.
and Putna story. When Putna comes, the Yog Maya gets uncovered.
Uh,
But otherwise-
Putana story is not like Damodar story is more
No.
closer to what we are discussing. Harigopal Prabhu, you are saying something?
Yeah, I was about to say Damodar
Okay,
Leela,
okay, yeah.
where Yashoda Maya is hitting with a stick,
Chasing,
running
not
behind.
hitting, chasing
Yeah,
Krishna.
chasing, and Krishna is crying, and those tears are real.
Yes.
Those tears are real. If Krishna is not forgetting that he's himself God, then this Leela will never be very natural and pleasing.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. When Mother Yashoda is taking baby Krishna in her lap, and talking these little things. So Krishna is really little that time. Krishna is reciprocating the love of Mother Yashoda with as natural as possible. He's not doing a drama there. But whenever he needs his Shaktis back, like Putana comes, then he doesn't have to, oh, I forgot. I'll have to grow 18-year-old and then I'll remember. So not like that. He can remember anytime and he can forget anytime. So his remembrance and forgetfulness is completely under his control because he is the director of the whole Leela. He directs. He's the actor, he's the director, and he's the script writer. He's all three. For any drama to perform, you need three things, right? You need the script writer who writes the script, who's going to say this dialogue. Shobit Prabhu will say this dialogue, Hari Gopal will say this dialogue. So he's a script writer. He writes the whole script, and he's the director. He will say, Shobit Prabhu, your hand should be here. Hari Gopal Prabhu, just stand here, right here, face here. And he's the actor as well. So he's acting in his own Leela. And he allows Yog Maya, he says, Yog Maya, you will cover me when this happens. And then whenever Krishna needs, he uncovers himself from Yog Maya and he can fight with Putana and kill Putana and then be a little baby again. So he's Yog Maya Samavrataha. Mudhoyam Nabhijanati. Mataji already explained that. Lokomam. And the last two qualities are Ajam Abhyayam. Anyone can say on these two words? Aja. What does Aja mean? Very simple.
Not taking birth,
Unborn.
Unborn.
No, Ja. So he's unborn. And Avyaya,
imperishable.
he is imperishable. So we are all body-wise speaking, we are perishable. Radha Gopinath's body is imperishable. It does not actually he's looking younger and younger. Every day you look at Radha Gopinath after 54th anniversary, he looks much younger than what you will see him in 1971 or 72, whenever his first installation was. So he's up there. And we every year you can see your own picture. You're looking how younger. Okay, let's move forward. 726. Ayush Prabhu, I'm not sure whether you're here last week.
No, bro, I wasn't there last week.
That's okay. Sarupani Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
726 translation. O Arjuna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I know everything that has happened in the past, all that is happening in the present, and all things that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me no one knows. So Prabhuji, Krishna is telling the same thing. Veda ham some titani. Veda ham is Ved aham. I know. Some titani means some. You told last week also,
Teeth.
like samyak
Sam,
means completely.
Atit. Yeah. So two
So
words. Sam plus
completely.
Atit.
Yes. Atit is past.
Yeah.
Vartaman is present, and Bhavishyami is future.
Yeah.
Like I know complete, matlab everything, everybody is past, future, and present. Cha Bhutani. Bhutani means all living entities. Mam tu Vedana Kaschana. Tu means but nobody knows about me. And you gave the reference of Shlok 4.5, which is Bahuni me Vaiti Tani Janmani Tab Charjuna. This one, in which Krishna is saying many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Mata. So, what does this word signifies? So, you have told the meaning, correct meaning. That's very good. What does it, shloka signifies basically? What's the significance of this shloka?
Like it is the telling the position of the jivas and the Krishna, distinguishing between
Very good.
like we are the part and parcel of Krishna, but Krishna is super soul, and we are the tiny minute soul.
Very
So
good.
we
Very
don't
good.
know
So, it's
everything.
clearly distinguishing the position of Jiva and Bhagwan. Jiva can never become Bhagwan. How much knowledge you can have, you can never beat Krishna. That's one. Yes, Hari Gopal Prabhu. Anything else?
Krishna is source of everything.
Krishna is source of everything. Okay. More?
Krishna knows everything, which makes us humble.
Haribol. Instead of being proud, we should become very humble when we go in front of Krishna. I can fool few people, right? It says, you can fool some people sometime. You can fool, all the people sometimes, some people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. And Krishna is that one person. You cannot fool him, huh? When you go in front of him, he knows everything. His X-ray eyes, CT, MRI, ultrasound, it does everything. You cannot fool this doctor. Huh? So it should make us very humble and pray, literally from our heart, not from the lips. Krishna, please help us. Huh? We are in a very miserable situation. Please help. Okay, thank you. 27. I'll leave 27. 28. I'm just going backward. Keshav Prabhu, if you were there last week, it's fine. If not,
Was not there, Prabhu, actually.
not there. Okay, no problem. I'll not go to Preeti Mata. I think she might still be traveling. Garima Mataji, we come to you. Sorry, you have already done it, Mata? Verse?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, yeah, please do.
Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, are freed from the dualities of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. Prabhuji, in this verse, word to what will you? Yesham tva antagatam papam. First, we have discussed two qualities who can be determined as in bhakti. He can do determined bhakti. First is in the first line, Yesham tva anantagatam papam, one whose sins are eradicated. And second quality is Janmanam punyam karmanam.
It's
One who
Jananam. Jana
Jananam
mane people.
Jananam Punya Karmanam, one who acted piously in previous and present lives.
Yeah.
And Punya, we discussed that anything, Punya is anything which brings us closer to Krishna.
And what you call, Mataji, when you give charity to a poor person, for example?
That is also Punya, but there are different
What's-
types
Yeah,
of.
so can you distinguish these two? So someone gives a 1 rupee coin to a beggar, for example, or
Yeah.
some food stuff.
Okay.
What do you call that? Punya, okay. This also punya. What's the difference?
That punyas will will give you attached to the karmas, and this punya will bring closer to the Krishna. It's free from
Okay.
the fruitative
So
actions.
that is called material piety. It's
Yeah.
a positive action. And what will the result of that positive action? Gurvi Mata?
You will get something good for temporary.
Yes, so you will get
Karma
1 rupee coin back
Coin
when
back.
you are in need.
Yeah.
You have given 1 rupee, it has to come back. Because Prakriti counts for everything and it can back from you. So
You have
whenever
to be 100.
sometimes we get, ye fine, wo fine, there is no fine. Nature is very, very equal. You have taken something from someone in the past and you have to return it back. So nature never does any accidents. And similarly, if you give something to someone, it will come back to you. But that's called a good action. But this punya, what we are talking is punya karmanam, talking about spiritual piety. It's not material piety, just giving donations and charity and all that. Yeah, you should give charity to Krishna. You get it from Krishna, give it back to Krishna. Even if you offer some food stuff or 1 rupee coin, you should always consider before giving that charity, and you should give charity. even that sort of thing. Radha Gopinathji, this is your money, your cloth, or your food stuff. I'm offering it to this brother or sister. With that mood, you should offer. Then that does not count as material piety. That becomes a spiritual piety. So if you take 100 rupees note out in Vrindavan, giving to someone, just think in your mind at least. Thakurji, this 100 rupees is yours. I'm giving it to this soul. That's it. And I'm not involved in that. So that way, Thakurji is giving, I'm not giving. So you don't get any material piety. You get still a spiritual punya. So that's very nice. Okay, next.
The next line, te dvandva moha nirmukta. This is the result of that two qualities. That one who is free from the duality of that delusion.
Yes, so actually, I'll just put 727. Sorry, there's one connection there. So in 727, what was there? Dvanda Mohena Bharata, Sarga Yanti Parantapa. All the living entities are born into illusion. Dvanda Mohena Bharata. So if you have to remove the illusion, this is 728. Te Dvanda Moha Nirmukta. So that's a connection to 727, 728. So Nirmukta means you can come out by doing these two things. Yes, Mata.
Last line is bhajante mam dridvrata. That is engage in my service with determination.
Yeah.
That is
So
10
which other verse we mentioned for this Dridhavrataha? There's a parallel.
7:16.
What's the verse, Mata?
Let me see, Prabhuji.
No problem. You can see. That is not a problem.
Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukriti arjuna artho jigyasur arti gyani cha bharta rishabh.
So what's the connection between 716 and 728? Anyone remembers?
Both talk about bhajante mam.
Both talk about, thank you, Prabhu. So the bhajan word is there. So Chaturvidha bhajante mam. So bhajante is also here and bhajante is also here. So this is a common word. Now what's the difference between these two bhajans?
The 716 talks about the start of devotion,
Thank you.
often with material desires.
Yeah.
And 728 describes continuation of
Thank you.
devotion.
This is the steady devotion which we are talking, and this is the beginning of the devotion. Thank you, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. So this is very important. So 716 talking about the Kanishta Adhikari, the beginning of the journey, and here you're talking about the advanced person. So what's the difference? He is Antagatam Papam, no more pap in his life. You will not see any pap he's doing. We're not talking about accidental pap here, intentional pap, planned pap he's not doing. And he's only doing punya karmana. Punya refers to spiritual piety, not material piety we are talking. We'll talk about this punya in NOI as well later. So this is very important. And then you can do Dharvrata. And if the bhajan is not happening Dharvrata, what should we reflect on, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu? If my bhajan is not Dharvrata, I'm doing sometimes something. What can be the possible causes for that? That I'm not Dharvrata. Sometime I come to temple, sometime I do Ekadashi, sometime I chant 16 hours. It's all fluctuating in my life.
Is it, Prabhuji? I'm just guessing, Prabhu. Like I've got notes from last week, but I'm just guessing. Is it my association is not strong?
Just based on this verse, you can say, Prabhuji, I'm not going outside. Based on this verse. The reasons are given actually by Krishna.
Lack
think
of
Lack
punya
of determination.
Lack of punya, that means lack of sadhana, lack
and
of doing seva, and still doing papa.
papa, which is making
Because my papa is stopping me to associate with devotees. When I go with the devotee, I'm like, they are two boring people. Let me go and watch some cricket match or football match or whatever it is, right? So that's my pap inspiring me not to go to temple, to go to some other place. And I'm doing some punya, but not only punya. It's a mixed situation. So when the situation is mixed, Dhrada Vrata will not be there. Just based on this verse. There can be many more explanations for that. Okay. 729 and 30 I'll not do because this we are going to cover in chapter 8. So let's start chapter 8. I saw some hand before. All okay? And I'm okay. Okay. Let's go.
Actually, I was just thinking,
Yes.
Prabhuji, even we in the material at the material level, if we do any kind of pious activity, but for example, even if we give the good intention, it may not be pious because that particular donation, whatever we give, is used in wrong karma. Maybe we'll have a karmic reaction with the wrong things as well.
Very good, very good. And this we'll discuss in chapter 18 because dan can be of three types. So dan done to a supatra means eligible candidate is considered good. Now, Kesha Prabhu may have very good intention of giving that 1 rupee or 100 rupee to someone, but that person uses this to buy a bottle of alcohol. He drinks alcohol, he kills someone. Actually, Kesha Prabhu will also get some karmic reaction of that, although his intention was good. So yeah, we'll talk about that and some practical applications for that. Thank you, Prabhuji, for raising that point because we have to do Sudan, not Kudan. Kudan means Dan, charity is being done, but not with a good intention or with other aspects as well. Okay, so chapter 8 is entitled as Attaining the Supreme. In Sanskrit, this is known as Akshar Brahma Yoga. It's a sort of short chapter, has 28 verses. Seventh chapter, how many verses it has? Giraj Prabhu? Seventh chapter.
30 प्रभु जी 30
Thank you. अब भी पढ़ा. The 7 is 30, 8 is 28. 9, anyone knows? Just for information purpose.
34.
Thank you. क्या बात है? Yeah,
प्रभु
we
जी
should know.
पर्चियां तैयार है हमारी हिसाब
हाँ
से
पर्चियाँ तैयार हैं. Good, good. I like it. We should all have this parchi. This is Bhagavad Gita parchi. Very good. Just a side information. It's not your exam question or anything. So it's a shorter sort of chapter. Anything goes beyond like 40, that's considered long chapter. So the short chapter is attaining the supreme. The main topic which is discussed here in this chapter is how to attain Krishna, especially at the time of death. So Krishna will talk about different types of yogis here, Kevala Bhakta, Jnana Mishra Bhakta, Yoga Mishra Bhakta. So all these bhaktas, mixed bhakta, pure bhakta, he'll talk about. And we'll also talk about their destination. Again, as I said, the primary topic in this chapter is how to attain the supreme at the time of death. So what happens if you remember Krishna, what happens if you don't remember Krishna, and what happens throughout the life if you perform bhakti purely or bhakti with mixed mode. So let's read this now. In this chapter, Arjun will ask a question. Actually, Arjun will ask 8 questions in verse 1 and 2, and Krishna will respond to 7 questions in verse 3 and 4, and 1 question, the 8th question, he is going to respond in whole chapter, around 25 verses. So let's read Arjun's question and see Krishna's response. These questions of Arjuna is very, very close to 729 and 730. Because Krishna has introduced few terms there. And Arjuna is like, okay, hang on, Krishna. What are those terms? Please explain me. So Krishna will explain those terms and then he will move forward. Okay, so 8.1. Shobit Prabhu, would you like to read the Sanskrit and the translation?
Arjuna Vacha Kim Tad Brahma Kim Dhyatmam
It is
Kim
Adhyatmam. Adhyatma.
Kim Adhyatmam Kim Karma Purushottam Adhibhutam Cha Kim Proktamadhi Devam Kim Uchyate. Arjun inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the self? What are fruitive activities? What is the material manifestation? And what are the demigods? Please explain this to me.
So we'll just take from Sanskrit. So Kim Tad Brahma. Tad means that, Brahma, which you spoke about, Krishna. So if I open 729. So Jara Maran Mokshaya Mam Ashidhyate Te Brahma. So this is the word Krishna used in 729. So Arjuna is saying, hang on, Krishna, Kim Tad Brahm, that Brahm which you spoke just now, 2 verses before, what is that? Kim Adhyatmam. And what is Adhyatma? Now I'll not explain it because let Krishna explain this. So Kim Tad Brahma. So one is what is Brahma? Second is Kim Adhyatmam. What is Adhyatma? Kim Karma. Hey Purushottam, what is karma? So 3 questions are Brahma, Adhyatmam, and Karma. Now, why Arjuna is asking karma? Anyone has any idea? Everyone knows word karma. Even you see in the Western world, they know the karma word. I was speaking to someone purely Aussie guy. He also saying karma. So everyone knows the word karma. Why Arjuna is asking this to Krishna? Any ideas?
Maybe what will happen when we transmigrate our soul from one body to another? What will happen to the karmas?
Okay. Yep. Okay. In the right direction. So karma can have multiple meanings in different contexts. So not that Arjun doesn't know the word karma, but because Krishna has used the word karma, so Arjun wants to understand that meaning of karma which Krishna has just used. Because karma can have multiple meanings. Anyone remembers the meaning of karma? Nandini Mata? What's the meaning of word karma? Any meaning is okay.
It's like anything we do, we will get back. So if you do a good karma, for example, doing pious activity, or bad karma, it will come back.
Yeah. So
Every
any action
will have
basically, right?
the
Any
reaction.
action you can call it as karma. That's true. Yuvati Radha
Yeah.
Mataji, another meaning.
Prescribed duties.
Prescribed duties. Okay, yeah, that's good. Good answer. Who else? Kajal Mata, next one. So we have prescribed duties, we have any action, both are correct.
Refers to any bad activities as well with karma.
That covers actually an action. Yes, so Mataji said, Nadri, Mataji, good and bad, that's fine. Yeah, so any action is a karma. So what is the third meaning?
Cycle of action and reaction.
Cycle of action and reaction. Thank you. So law of karma is also known as karma. That means whatever you sow, so shall you reap. That's what we say. The cycle of action and reaction. Law of karma is also fourth meaning. Yes, Prabhu. You just came.
Sorry, Prabhu. I got somebody on the door. I went out.
No problem. All good. Hari Gopal Prabhu. I'm just literally going the series.
Yes, sorry, Prabhu.
No problem.
Sorry, Prabhu, I'm eating something.
The fruitive activities, Prabhu, just reading of the translation of this verse.
Fruitive activities. Yeah, that's karma. That's action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So any action, as said by Nandini Mataji. Yeah. Good action is also known as karma, if you remember from fourth chapter. So one meaning of karma is do the good action. So again, it's an action,
So,
definitely action, any action which includes, but specifically, karma is also known for good action. Again, so when the context changes, the meaning will change. So Arjun is saying, please explain this word karma. That means he's saying what you meant this karma word by, please explain it to me. Not that I don't know any meaning, but I want to know your meaning. Okay, we'll come to that. So 3 questions are done. Adhibhutam. What is Adhibhuta? Kim Proktam? Adhidaivam. So how many questions are there in total? Anjumata? We can not see your face, only your head, but I hope you are able to hear us. So what are the 5 questions, Mata? Quickly.
Sorry, Prabhu, I missed that.
You missed that. Okay, no worries. Who can say 5 questions? Jaldi.
What is
Kim Tat Brahma? Kim.
So just say the word, not the whole. I don't want to read the whole. Just say 5 words which Arjun is asking
Brahma,
the question.
No,
Brahma,
Brahma,
just
Adhyatma,
Brahma,
Adhyatmam,
not Tad
Adhyatma,
Brahma. Brahma.
Adhyatma Karma.
Adhyatma,
Brahma, Adhyatma, Karma,
Karma,
Thank you.
Adhibhuta.
Adhibhutam, Adidaivam.
Very good. So you all know the 5 questions of Arjuna in verse 1. Let's read the next 3 questions by Arjuna. Who's next? Where I was? Anjumata, you are the next one to read the verse.
Adhijana katham
It
kotra
is Adhi Yagyah
desmim
Mata.
madhusudan.
It is Adhi Yagyah.
Adhiyagya katham kotra desmim madhusudana prayana kale cha katham
Gyeyo.
jnanesi
It is Gyeyo.
yeyasi niyatatmavi
Niyat Atmvihi. Yeah, that's fine.
Niyatatmavi. Who is the Lord of sacrifice, and how does he live in the body, O Madhusudana? And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death?
Thank you, Mataji. So Adhi Yagyah. So the third one is, so if you go to the previous one, 8.1, there are 2 words used here. Oops, not 14. So Adhibhuta and Adhideva, 2 words Arjun has asked. Now he's asking the third one, Adhi Yagya. They all 3 go together, okay? Katham ko atra dehe asmin madhusudana. So katham ko atra. So atra means this one, dehe, in this deha, asmin dehe, katham ko atra. How does he live? How does he live means how does the super soul live? In this deha, in this body. Adhi Yagya. Who is Adhi Yagya? Katham ko atra. Second one. And the last question. Madhusudan is obviously addressed to Krishna. Why word Madhusudan is used here? Anyone remembers? The meaning of Madhusudan we have discussed it a couple of times.
No, the doubt.
Yeah. So Madhu represents the doubt in our mind. Madhu is a demon which Krishna killed. Arisudana, Madhusudana. So Sudan means to kill Madhu. So killer of Madhu demon. Please help me to kill the demon of my doubts as well. In the previous verse, if you see, Arjuna has used word Purush Uttama. Hey Purush Uttama, you are able to respond to my queries. Please respond. Here is saying Madhusudana, I have some doubts. Please clarify my doubts. Huh? So this word you will see many times in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, the last question is Prayan Kale cha Katham Geyo. Prayan Kal means Anta Samay. Huh? When you are about to leave the body, that's called Prayan Kal. Bhishma leaving his body, for example. Prayan Kal. We all have to see that. So, remembering you is specifically at the time of Prayan Kal, Ant Kal. Huh? So Prayan Kale Chakatham Geyo, see Niyat Atmabhi. So Niyat Atmabhi word is also very important. By self-control, people, he is not asking for anyone and everyone. Huh? He is only asking a specific category here. Those engaged in devotional service. Huh? So he's not asking this question for anyone who's walking on the road. How would he remember? He doesn't even know that he should remember Krishna. Huh? So he's talking a very specific category. He's talking about sadhakas. Huh? How these people will remember you at the time of death. So three questions here are Adi Yagya. What is this Adi Yagya? Now Prabhupada has translated a lot of sacrifice and we'll read it in a minute. Katham ko atra, so in this, how does he live in this body? Hey Madhusudan. And the last one, how come those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death? So all these questions are clear. So verse 1 has how many questions? Keshav Prabhu? Verse 1.
One has 5 questions.
Verse 2.
Verse 2 has 3 questions.
How many questions total?
8.
8 questions. Now we will see the response of 7 questions in just 2 verses. So let's read 8.3 and Krishna will start describing. Okay, 8.3. Who wants to read Sulekha Mata?
श्रीभगवानुवाच अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमं. Sorry, I'll read from my book. Sorry, Prabhu.
That's okay.
अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमं स्वभावोऽध्यात्ममुच्यते भूतभावोद्भवकरो विसर्गकर्म संगितः. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the indestructible, transcendental living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called Adhyatma, the Self. Action pertaining to the development of the material bodies of the living entities is called karma or fruitive activities.
Thank you, Mataji. So Sri Bhagavan Vacha, now Krishna is going to respond to these questions. Now, just for your remembrance, I can say, so 8.3 will have 3 answers, 8.4 will have 4 answers. Very easy to remember, huh? So 3, 3, 4, 4. Huh? So what is the 3 answers Krishna is giving? Let's see. So what was the first question? Let me write 8 points. So what was the first one? Kim tad Brahma. What is that Brahma? So Krishna responds in 8.3. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. So Akshar, Shara refers to, everyone know, Shaya, Shara, Akshay. We have Akshay Kumar, for example, that is the son of Ravan, not our Hollywood or Bollywood star. So Akshay, Akshara, what does it refers to? Who can tell? It's a very difficult word.
chair ना होने वाला.
क्षय ना होने वाला, इसको इंग्लिश में बताइए.
That's imperishable, not
Thank you. Indestructible. So Shay or Shara refers to destructible and Akshara refers to indestructible. So is living entity Akshara or Kshara? Who can say? Difficult question.
Shara.
Shara.
Shara?
The living entity is Akshara.
My question was living entity. Living entity, living the body. Body is Shara. Body is Shara, but living entity, Atma is Shara. Akshay.
Yeah.
Atma, like Krishna. Krishna is also, we have this commonality between Krishna and ourselves. We, as a living entity, I'm talking a soul, is Akshara. So Krishna is saying, Aksharam Brahma Paramam. So living entity, what's the nature of living entity? It is Akshara. Paramam, it is transcendental. Sorry, Paramam refers to Swabhava. So Paramam Swabhava, the transcendental Swabhava, the Param Swabhava, Adhyatma Muchate. What is Adhyatma? So Krishna is saying, Adhyatma refers to eternal nature. What is the eternal nature of the living entity? Jiver Sarup Hoy Krishner Nityada. So that our eternal nature is called Adhyatma. So you're not talking about the soul living in a body and the body will having a particular nature. We're not talking about that nature. We're talking this eternal living entity and the eternal nature of the living entity. So two questions Krishna answered. Bhut bhavo udbhav karo visargah karma sangitam. Now the definition of karma which Prabhupada writes is a big line and I have highlighted it as well. Action pertaining to the development of the material body. And let's read that. So bhuta refers to, who would know? Ghost,
Living entity.
living entity. Huh? So
Living entity.
bhuta is the living entity. Huh? Bhava refers to the nature. Udbhav karo. Udbhav means to produce. Udbhav karo. The produce. What is producing? Visargaha karma sang, the producing of material bodies. So, just in summarizing, so all of the living entities living in this gross body, like you and me, are performing some actions, isn't it? And our action will lead to what? Another body. Unless the action is done for Krishna, which is akarma. Generally speaking, when we perform karma, what is the result of that? We get another body. Huh? One time Viraj Prabhu was giving class and he was saying, every thought, we're talking material here, every thought which we have, every desire, material desire which we have, that means a material body is waiting for you, because Krishna will give you opportunity to fulfill that desire. That's why our desire should be very nice desires. I think someone gave a class on desire. I think Keshav Maharaj gave a class on desire management. How to manage our desires. Because that's a problem. Because desires will become your action. It says, watch your thoughts because your thoughts will become your words. Watch your words because your words will become your action. Watch your action because your action will become your habit. Watch your habit because habit will become your character. Watch your character because character is going to become your destiny. Make sense? So from thoughts, it all starts from thought. Thoughts to words, words to action, action to habit, habit to character, character to destiny. So if our thoughts are correct, if we have Krishna conscious thoughts, then our character will also be Krishna conscious. And then our destiny means our future, it will be with Krishna. That's very nice. But if our thoughts are bad, even our actions are correct, our thoughts will impel us to do those things. That's why if you can stop it as the thought level, whether good or whether bad thought comes, just stop it at the thought level. Keshav Maharaj was giving a class, he said, there's one thing in the material world, by doing that, you advance in devotion life. By not doing it, you advance in devotion life. You know what that is? By not doing that material activity, you advance in spiritual life. And Maharaj said, when the bad thought comes, don't do anything about that. Don't do anything about them, because it's a bad thought. If it's a good thought, Shubhasya Shigram, Ashubhasya Dirgam. Who said this? Anyone remembers? Shubhasya Shigram, Ashubhasya Dirgam. Yes, Prabhu knows that. He's surprised.
Lord Ram, I think, to
Lord Ram?
Hanuman.
No. You have come little close, but yeah, you've come little close. At least you are in a scripture where it's said. It's in Ramayana, but not by Lord Ram. It is by Ravana to Lakshman, actually.
Yeah.
Ravan said this to Lakshman when he was leaving his body, and Ram sent Lakshman to get some instruction from Ravan. And he said many things. One of the instruction was Shubhasya Shigra. Shubhasya means auspicious things you should do immediately. You want to visit temple, visit immediately. You want to give some charity, do it immediately. And any inauspicious things, want to watch a match or whatever, later. By doing later, one time you say, okay, chodo na. Who bothers? Let's go to temple. Do some service for Radha Gopinath. Read Bhagavad Gita, read Bhagavatam. Do some charity. Spiritual charity, I mean. That is very, very nice. So karma, Prabhupada writes, action pertaining to the development of material bodies. So it's not normal action we are talking about. Because this action will produce a material body of the living entity is called karma or fruitive activities. Okay, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu.
Thank you,
But
Prabhuji.
read one line, Prabhu, and I'll come. So, Prabhupada, I'm just reading that, what I have highlighted from the purport. When the living entity is in material consciousness, he has to take on various bodies in the material world. That is called karma or varied creation by the force of material consciousness. Just extending the line of Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I just want to ask about, it's a question because you were talking about when thoughts come. So many unfavorable thoughts for devotional service come in my mind. But then I try researching what can practicing devotees do, and then I read that, oh, one can chant when an unfavorable thought comes. For example, say, let's say very basic frustration towards a devotee as an example comes in my mind, very common for me. But then sometimes none of those strategies work for me. Like I could be in that mental state for quite some time. I could be in that mental state for hours at a time. So what do
Only
devotees
ours. Only
or
ours.
sometimes, sorry, I mean,
Okay, yeah, I get it, Prabhu. Yeah.
so
So,
what can we do, Prabhu?
yeah,
What can I do?
Prabhu, it's a journey, Prabhu. It's a journey. On day one, you will not know everything. You'll not be experienced. One example which Chaitanya Charan Prabhuji gave, very nice. When the fire comes, he was explaining fire means, material thoughts, whatever fire comes. So if you're a new firefighter, you'll have problem in extinguishing those fires, right? But if you're an experienced firefighter, the fire will not go down just because you're experienced. Fire will be same, the intensity of fire. But because you're experienced, the last 20 years you have been a firefighter, for example, but you will know what to do when the fire comes with the same intensity. With the neophyte, he will tremble just by looking at the intensity of fire, which is true. So when we are neophyte, we fall down. That's fine. But when we are slowly, and here experience does not mean how many years you are in Krishna consciousness, that's not, it's counted. Experience means how much mercy you have attracted by serving Vaishnavas, by serving your Guru, by serving Prabhupada and Vaishnavas. From their heart, when the blessing come, uh, if you have rendered selfless service to your Guru Maharaj or any Vaishnavas, then that blessing will protect you when the thought comes. It should not convert into an action and all those things. So that's the point, Prabhu. And then when you become experienced in serving Vaishnavas, then with their blessings, your thoughts will decrease and your potency to react to those thoughts will also increase. And it's a journey, Prabhu. It happens, it may take millions of lifetime, Prabhu, before we get there. And it may happen in moments as well if Guru gives the grace by looking at some specific quality. Yeah, that's the short answer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shobit Prabhuji?
I have two questions. One is in continuation of what Sanjay Vyas Prabhuji asked. Um, I have seen, with myself, what happens is that external circumstances, which happens, may be favorable, not favorable, they actually, they tend to, act and and let try to disturb our devotional services, whatever rhythm. And it's with me at least, like the rhythm, which I created, let's say for chanting, reading. It's it just vanishes and it just disturbs in a second, with any external circumstance. And it's very hard, how get back into it.
That's why
Just
we have to keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. When you're learning to ride a bicycle, Prabhuji, in India, I'm sure you would be learning bicycle when you were like 12 or 13 or something like that. Did you fall down? So riding that one bicycle, one good ride would have taken you days and days. When you fall down, it's very easy. 1 second, and you may got hurt in your knees and in your legs and all those things. So, Prabhu, anything you do in this world, especially if you want to swim against the current, it's very, very difficult. Going with the current is very, very easy. But the point is, Prabhu, if you keep practicing. Abhyasintu kaunteya vairagyan sagrahiyate. By doing abhyas, all these weaknesses will go. And while we are doing abhyas, which is our sadhana, we are also trying to receive blessings, which is like a greater bonuses. Suppose you get your salary, Prabhu, I don't know, 10 million a month or something. But then you get a bonus. You like bonuses? I like bonuses. Why not? This bonus is the mercy given by Vaishnavas. So, Prabhu, when this comes slowly and we have enough accumulation, same answer which Sanjay Vyas Prabhu I gave, then your abhyas will still continue no matter how many waves of material ocean come towards you. They will come. They will come to everyone, Prabhu. We are in the material ocean. So the waves will keep coming and will try to disturb you and they'll try to tell you, Shovit Prabhu, what you're doing is wrong. Reading Bhagavad Gita in this age? Why? 2026, get out, enjoy. So your mind will rebel initially. Yes, my mind is telling me right. But then slowly, when your intelligence will say to mind, okay, Let me read Bhagavad Gita, will attend these thoughts later. And slowly the build-up will happen, Prabhu. And the second thing which comes to my mind, constant devotee association, constant devotee association. We should not underestimate the devotee association. Many times we underestimate, but if we constantly in the association of serious, sincere devotees, they will bring you back, Prabhu. Even if your mind goes, your body goes, they'll say, Shovit Prabhu, you didn't go to Mangla Aarti. What happened? Where is your sadhana card? I haven't seen you in the class for last 2 weeks. They will constantly remind you, lovingly, obviously, but you'll say, Acha Prabhuji, this time aata hu. So this really helps, Prabhuji. And don't get scared. One more thing which comes to my mind, Chaitanya Prabhu says, what happens when the peak comes? Peak means that the thought comes, the agitation comes, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mad, Matsar, they all come. Don't worry initially. What do you do when the peak comes? When the peak goes, then what you do is important. In between two peaks, suppose the alcoholic example which Prabhuji gives, alcoholic on Monday night, he's just like, I can't resist, I have to drink, I have to drink. And Tuesday morning he was lamenting. He was lamenting. So now while he is lamenting, is he doing the right thing or wrong thing? So while lamenting, he should perform the sadhana. And then Friday night again he drank alcohol, for example, right? I'm not recommending all this, but it's an example. So that between Monday and Friday, what he did, is it important or no? It's very important. So even if you cannot control Monday and Friday, control Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So when the off peak is there, perform very well devotional service. It will give you strength on Friday morning to resist alcohol. So if we perform that, then the peaks will start becoming off peak as well. And one time we'll have no peak. But again, it's a struggle. It's not going to happen overnight. Is it okay?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu.
Some thoughts,
So
Prabhu.
second question was
Yes.
like, from this verse, I just wanted to, if you can explain a little bit more on Adhyatmam, the
Yeah.
self.
Okay. So eternal nature, his eternal nature is called Adhyatma. So Jiva's eternal nature, Prabhu, is to serve Krishna. We are part and parcel of Krishna. And the example given, Prabhu, is like a fish. When a fish lives in water, is fish happy? Yes or no? If you take fish out of the water, it says you put the fish on a golden throne, put her in an AC room, offer fish pizza, pasta, and whatever the luxury items are, and say, Fish, are you happy? Why are you doing the slavery of water? Come out, come and enjoy. Let's go to what do you call Disneyland, enjoy some rides. What's there in the Gold Coast? I forgot the name. There's one famous ride in Gold Coast. What's that?
Movie world, Prabhu.
Movie world, and there's another world as well. Sanjay Vyas, what is that?
Dream world.
Dream world. Yeah, dream world, movie world, and all these worlds. Come on, fish, have a ride. I'll pay you the ticket. This fish will not be happy. Fish will not be happy because this is how fish is designed. So living entity like you and me are designed in a way that we are happy in serving Krishna because we are part and parcel of Krishna, and we have a right to be happy. So we're not saying, why are you becoming slave to Krishna? No, this is how we are designed. And when we go against our natural design, we become unhappy. And that's why when we perform devotional service, all of you would have experience, first-hand experience. You feel pleasure in Krishna's service, at least many times, if not all the times. Or, other times we may also make some mistakes and aparadha and all those. But we feel pleasure, we feel light, we feel like, wow, this is so good. And many times we don't because of our contaminations in our head, as Sanjay Vyas Prabhuji was saying. So yeah, those things also happen. But this is our nature. So when we are aligned with our nature, we are good. 3 or 4 days ago, I went to Lal Govind Prabhuji's Katha, and he was saying, in this material world, is certified by Krishna as Dukhalayam and Shashvatam, which you're going to read in this chapter. So this is Dukhalayam. If you ask someone, how are you? And he says, I'm fine. You should think about it. Actually, he's not aligned with the material world. If someone comes to you and say, Prabhu, I'm very distressed, you should say, Shabash, very good. You are aligned with the material world. Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu says the best you will get in this material world is frustration. So if you are frustrated, you should think, wow, I'm doing great actually. I'm just frustrated. The worst you get is devastation. Everything is destroyed in the life. It happens with so many devotees. This morning, one devotee left her body. Very beautiful servant of Krishna, 20 years of service at least. So much service to Vaishnavas, such a nice, jolly nature. always trying to serve, never trying to take anything from anyone. But that material aspect is finished today, But what will continue for that soul is the spiritual seva, which that soul performed while the soul was in the body. So this is called eternal nature, and that's why Shastra is always telling us to move towards eternity and don't take these material things too seriously because they will end sooner or later. Does it help, Shovit Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Okay, let's move to the second one. So Krishna has given 3 answers. Now 8.4 will have 4 answers. So Sanjay Vyas Prabhu.
जी प्रभु अधिभूतं शरो भाव पुरुषश्चाधिदैवतम् अधियज्ञोऽहम् एवात्र देहे देहाभृतं वरा. O best of the embodied beings, the physical nature, which is constantly changing, is called Adhibhuta, the material manifestation. The universal form of the Lord, which includes all the demigods like those of the sun and moon, is called Adhideva. And I, the Supreme Lord, represented as the super soul in the heart of every embodied being, am called Adi Yagya, the Lord of Sacrifice.
Thank you, Prabhu. This has 4 answers. Let's read one by one. So Adhi Bhutam. So do you know there are 3 types of kleshas? Who would know? Simple question. 3 types of kleshas.
Adhyatmic, Adhibhautik, Adhidevik.
Thank you, Prabhu. Can you explain just one-liner? Anand Prabhuji.
Bhautik is from Ada living entities, the grief which we get.
Yep.
And Adi Devik is from the nature.
Yep. Devtas, so Devas, nature. Yep.
Yeah. And Adhyatmic is the grief which we cause our own self.
With our mind. So Adhyatmic miseries refer to our minds. Our mind, suppose your body is very happy, you have all the money, all the health and all those things, right? But you're sitting and chanting, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. दिमाग में कुछ चलेगा mind is constantly bothering something ये problem that problem this problem that problem what do you do with this अरे भाई शांत हो जाओ our mind is constantly that's called आध्यात्मिक trouble and आदि भौतिक even your mind is peaceful someone संजय व्यास प्रभु क्या कर रहे हो that is called आदि भौतिक even if someone does it संजय व्यास प्रभु टिंग मच्छर काटेगा that's called Adi Bhautik trouble. Jivas will not let you do tapasya. And Adi Devik, even if no Jivas is troubling, your mind is also troubling. Super cold today. Very, very cold. Nature has created. What are you going to do? Put some heater and whatever. So, Adi Bhuta, Prabhupada writes, is the physical nature. So, Bhuta refers, I'm just trying to connect this word. So, with the kleshas here. So, Adi Bhuta, the physical nature which is constantly changing. Sharo. So Sharo word is used for the changing. Sharo means chai hota hai. So Sharo bhavaha. So Adhibhuta is what? Is the physical nature which is constantly changing. Krishna is saying Adhibhuta. I'm not expanding too much on this because I want to align with the verses here. Purushascha Adhidaivatam. What is the Daivata here? Adhidaiva here? Purusha. Now Purusha word can have multiple meanings. So Purusha can mean enjoyer, like Krishna is Purusha and we are called Prakriti. So that is also one meaning. Purush can also mean Purusha avatar. Anyone knows Purusha avatar? Except Sanjay Vyas Prabhu. Who can say? Who has not spoken today?
Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Shirodakshaya Vishnu, Karnodakshaya Vishnu.
Kya baat hai. Thank you, Mata. So they are called Purusha avatar. So Purush can also have multiple meanings. Here what Purush, Krishna is saying, Prabhupada translates the universal form of the Lord, which is known as Virat Rupa, which we're going to read in chapter 10 and 11 later, so we'll not expand too much on it. So Purushascha Adhidevatam. So who's Adhideva? Adhideva is Purusha, and here Purusha refers to Virat Rupa. Virat Purusha. Now, Virat Purusha you should not understand, and we will clarify that later. I'm just giving a short summary here. It is not a person in the spiritual world or someone like that. It is a imaginary concept. It does not exist anywhere, and that's why Prabhupada will call it as material. Spiritual means it has to exist all the time. Lord Ram, Narsingadev, Govind, Narayan, they all exist in the spiritual world. But this Virat Rupa does not exist. So the universal form of Virat Rupa, which includes all the demigods, like those of sun and moon, is called Adi Daiva. Last one, Adhi Yagyaha. Who is Adhi Yagyaha? I am Adhi Yagya. Anyone remembers the word Yagya, a verse, very, very famous verse with Yagya. Krishna has answered that.
Yagya sir की तरह.
Okay,
529.
just 1 second, Sanjay Vyas. Ayush Prabhu, can you repeat that? Sorry. Lokoyam Karbandhana. Tadartham Konke. Karm Konte Mukta Sanga Samachar. That's third chapter verse. No, there's another verse as well, Prabhu, with the Yagya.
529.
Thank you, Keshav Prabhu. You read my mind. Can you say the verse 529?
Bhoktaram yajnatapasam
Bhoktaram Yagya
sarvalokamaheshwaram
Tapasam. What does
Suvidam
this mean?
sarvabhutanam gyatva mam shantim gacchati.
Thank you so much. So the first line says, Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam. I am the Bhokta of all the Yagyas. So any sacrifices you do, that should be done for Krishna. So he's saying, I am Adi Yagyaha. So I am the Lord of all the sacrifices, as Prabhupada writes here. And the last one says, Adi Yagyo Aham Evatra. Aham means me. Atra, in this Deha, Arjun asked Krishna, how does he live? So I live as the super soul in the heart of every embodied living entity. So I live in the heart. Now, what does heart mean? Heart does not mean a biological heart. You open the heart, you say, okay, where is Krishna? What is the X, Y, Z coordinates of Krishna, and I'm going to find it. No, heart is the seat of emotions. Every living entity, even if you don't have a biological heart, some living entities, their nervous system is very, very simple. They don't have a biological heart, but they still think. You put a wall in front of an amoeba turns back. You would have done those experiments or seen those experiments in your books. So every living entity has a heart. Heart means a seat of emotion which allows them to think about themselves. So this is the heart we are taking, and that's why Prabhupada has written in 1861, Krishna lives in the region of heart, not in the heart, in the region of heart. That means around that area. What will be his size? Size will be based on the body size. In the in the in the in the body of an elephant, what do you think the size of the super soul will be? What is the size of the soul in the body of the elephant?
Same size.
Same size. So it's not like Sanjay Vyas Prabhu is only, I don't know, 5 feet or 6 feet. Hathi is like 20 feet. So Hathi's soul size is bigger. And someone is a smaller size. No, soul size is exactly same. What is the soul size? Someone can help me here.
1/10,000 of the tip of the hair.
So if you take the hair, I don't have much. If you take take the tip of the hair, cut that in 10,000 parts of one tip. That means soul is extremely, extremely tiny. It cannot be measured by any material equipment. So super soul resides in the region of the heart. So these are 4 questions answered. Now, what is one question left? How does one who is engaged in devotional service remember you at the time of death? So now Krishna will start responding to that from 8.5 onwards.
Prabhu, just one
Ayush
question
Prabhu. Yeah.
about the soul staying in the heart. This is like a frequently asked question.
Yes,
What
Prabhu.
if there's a heart transplant?
Heart transplant. Thank you, Prabhu. This question was answered by my Param Guru Maharaj, Jayadvaita Maharaj, so I'll try to repeat his words. He says, soul stays in the region of the heart. You take the heart out and put the heart back, and super soul comes back. How does it work? Ask super soul. But the point is of the soul or the super soul, both, they stay in that region. It does not mean they are sort of stuck to the outside periphery of the heart, and then when you take the heart out, it doesn't work that way, Prabhu. So it's in the region of the heart. That's why the word region is very important. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So it's not a physical manifestation from which we are referring to. It's a spiritual entity existing in the gross matter. So very hard to comprehend with our XY coordinates, with our microscopes and everything. One more thing comes to mind. Pankajangri Prabhu, who's the Pujari of Nursing Dev in Mayapur, he says, a spirit living in matter is very incompatible, like oil and water. They don't get mixed. They don't get mixed actually. When the oil is with oil, oil is happy. When water is water, water is happy. With water and oil, you put it together, they are not happy. So our spirit and matter has been combined together at this stage. Very incompatible situation. That's why Prabhupada said, make the best use of the bad bargain. It's a bad bargain. It's not a very good bargain. We're all unhappy. From different perspectives, I'm saying materially. We're all unhappy here. We want to be happy. There's only one way, Sarvada Gopinath, in different capacities. Okay, let's go to 8.5. This is an extremely famous verse. I'm sure everyone knows this verse. Let's read it and try to do some meditation on this verse. Who wants to read? Okay, I'm going backward. I'm run out, so I have to go back in my Apeksha Mata. I'm just gone back on the bottom of my page.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Mataji.
Yeah. Antakale cha mam eva smaranan muktva kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samsayah. Translation: And whoever at the end of his life quits his body remembering me alone at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
Thank you, Mataji. So Arjun asked the question at the Antakal, Prayanakal, how should one remember? So Krishna is first giving two principles in 8.5 and 8.6. So 8.5 is when you remember Krishna, what will happen? When you remember someone else, what will happen? This is a principle. Detail will come later. So let's read the principle here. Antakale or Prayanakal, same thing. Cha mam eva. So this word is very important. Mam means referring to Krishna. Eva is certainly me. Any other verse you remember what Eva is used in Bhagavad Gita? Everyone knows that. Very famous verse. We just read it in the previous chapter. Ayush Prabhu, please help. If I say one word, you will know. All of you would know.
Eva ye prapadyante verse, bro.
Thank you. 7:14. Devi he shahi gurumai mama drutya mam eva ye prapadyante. Mam eva means only have to surrender to me and no one else. So this is same word, mam eva. So this is very, very important. Eva means certainly me. It's not just me or anyone else. No, no, no. Just me. Eva, certainly me only. Ismaran muktva kalevram. So mukta kalevar means refers to body. This kalevar word is also used in Hindi, in Sanskrit as well. So muktva means when you are mukta, when you are coming out of the body, what you should do is smaran of Krishna. Now the word smaran is also very, very important. Now Krishna is not saying kirtan of me. So if you look at Navadha Bhakti, so Navadha Bhakti first is what? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. So this Shravanam is also Bhakti. Shravanam is to listen about Lord. Kirtanam is to sing about the Lord, glorifying the Lord, and Smaran, remembrance of the Lord. So he's not saying Shravanam, he's not saying Kirtanam, it's saying Smaranam. So can and I heard this in a class somewhere. He said, you cannot put a gun on your head, enjoy your life, fully materially, obviously, and then put a gun on your head, say Krishna, and shoot yourself. Will you go back to Godhead, Shobhit Prabhu, by doing that? When I said Krishna, what did I do? Kirtan of Krishna. But he's saying number 3, Smaran of Krishna. So your mind should be in Krishna, not just your lips in your Krishna. When you say Krishna or Ram, this is very nice, very auspicious. But Krishna is specifically using the word Smaran. Smaran Mukta. So while you are living, what you should be doing is Smaran of Krishna, Smaran of Ram, Smaran of Narsingadev. Then what will happen? Yah Prayati. Prayati means he goes. Sa Mad Bhavam. He will achieve my bhava, my nature, my abode. Yati, in that. Na asti, isme, in this one. Na asti atra sanshaya. Sanshaya means there is doubt. There is no doubt. Now Krishna is reassuring Arjuna, if you remember me while quitting your body, you will achieve me. Me here refers to my abode. You'll come back to me. Janma karma chame devyam evam yoveti tatataha tyaktva deham punarjanma na vidyate. There is no punarjanma for that. If you understand my janma and karma as tatataha. Krishna is saying, if you do smaran of me while leaving the body, there is no doubt you will surely come back to me. This is a very, very important verse, and the famous example is given of this verse is of Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj was not able to remember Krishna. It's a common example for 8.5 and 8.6. He was not able to remember Krishna, although he was supposed to remember Krishna at the time of death. If on the contrary, if you see Parikshit Maharaj, Khatavanga Maharaj, they all remembered Krishna and they went back to Godhead. So this verse is very, very important. Now the question comes, if you do not remember Krishna, right? So one is remember Krishna, you go back to Godhead. If you do not remember, what will happen? That is 8.6. Just one more thing I wanted to say here. Prabhupada, and as much as I have heard, this is the only purport in Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Ishopanishad, Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction. So only purport of all the purports of Prabhupada, where one specific thing is mentioned twice, which is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So Prabhupada in no other purport have mentioned full Hare Krishna mantra twice, except in this verse. And that's why Prabhupada is saying, if you want to achieve success at the end of this life, the process of remembering Krishna is essential. Therefore, one should constantly, incessantly means without any stop, chant the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And Prabhupada quotes it again. One should continue to chant. So the end of one's life, one can have the full benefit of Krishna consciousness. This is very, very important purport, and it's a very important verse which saying Hare Krishna Mahamantra is extremely powerful, extremely powerful. And if we make this a real sadhana for a day from the heart, not just a lip service, which many times we do, including me, then at the end of the life, you will be able to remember Krishna. Now, in Vaman Puran, there's a conversation between, Varaha Puran. In Varaha Puran, there's a conversation between Varaha Dev and Bhumi Devi. So, Bhumi Devi is asking questions and Varaha Devi is responding answers. So, one of the questions Bhumi Devi has asked Varaha Dev, my dear Varaha, what happens to that person who for the whole life remembers you, but at the end of life, for some reason, for heart attack, accidents, we can leave body in different ways. What will happen to that person? So Varahadev has promised, there's a verse there. I don't remember the verse, but the point Varahadev mentions, if a person has constantly remembered me, served me throughout his life, but at the end of life, for whatever reason, some cuff is stuck here, some heart attack, in the sleep, you leave your body, and all those things happen. I promise Bhumi Devi, I will personally come and remind him of myself to that person. This is a promise of Varahadev. Huh? So beautiful. Huh? So a devotee should not worry at all how I'm going to leave my body. If you have practiced serving Krishna, serving Gopinath throughout your life, Varahadev, Krishna is taking that guarantee. Actually, Prabhupada himself said, if you chant 16 rounds and follow 4 legs, I will personally come and drag you back to Godhead. I guarantee, I guarantee, I guarantee. Prabhupada is guaranteeing. Even if Krishna hates you, Prabhupada has taken the guarantee. Krishna cannot say no. Krishna just cannot say no. When Chota Damodar Krishna, he was bound by Mother Yashoda, and he is just going on his knees in the garden, and he sees emergent trees, and he says, actually I've got nothing to do with these 2 trees, Nalkuver, Manigriv, which have become the tree now. Krishna is saying, I've got nothing to do with. But my dear devotee Narad Muni has promised them that Krishna will come and deliver you. I have to go and deliver. So Krishna personally did not like them actually. But because Narad Muni has promised, and if Prabhupada has promised, Krishna cannot say no to Prabhupada. Krishna says, I don't like Hemanga Caitanya. And Prabhupada said, please, thoda sa. So Prabhupada, mercy is our hope. That's why we should serve Prabhupada. Whatever pleases him. Service means whatever pleases Prabhupada, we should try. And if Prabhupada is pleased, even if we are not 100%, one time Prabhupada said, even if you're 80%, you can go back to Godhead because I have the back door key. And devotees are like Moros. And then Prabhupada, they were negotiating with Prabhupada. Prabhupada said 70% and no less. So even if you are at the end of this life 70% pure, Prabhupada is saying that 70% हो जाएगा. Sanjay Vyas Prabhu already crossed the 70 mark. And many of you, all glories to you. I'm struggling. Prabhupada said 100% seems impossible target. No impurity at all. Prabhupada says 70%. So devotees negotiated. Finally, Prabhupada says 70%. 70%. So try to become at least Madhyamadikari, if not Uttamadikari. Prabhupada said everyone should be at least Madhyamadikari. The Madhyamadikari is not a small thing. We'll read in NOI. It's a big thing. But if we can become even that, Prabhupada actually said, become Uttamadikari. That's the best. But Uttamadikari may be too far. At least a Madhyamadikari. We should not stay on the Kanistha level. And many of us, including me, at least I can say for myself, struggling at the Kanistha level. This is a definition of Bhagavatam. You read the definition of Bhagavatam. You see, Kanistha is anyone who started the devotional life. Yeah, that's one definition. Bhagavatam has a very high definition of Kanistha-adhikari. So their Brahman initiation and this and that initiation doesn't work. You have love for Krishna? No love for Krishna. Kanistha-adhikari. Yeah, it's difficult. It's not so easy what we think. But it's possible. It's possible. And if we sincerely approach our Guru Parampara, Vaishnavas in that mood. By their blessings, not with our qualification, by their blessings, we can make back to Godhead in this lifetime. And not only ourselves make back to Godhead, we can also take someone. My Guru Maharaj used to say, while you are going back to Godhead, extend your arms and take as many as possible while you are running towards back to Godhead. It's so nice, huh? So now mine is other others are carrying me, but devotees will carry you. In Mumbai train, anyone has traveled? I have traveled in Mumbai local trains. Ayush Prabhu is saying yes, and some other as well. So it says, and I've experienced that when you have to get down, do you have to Prabhu come out and then get down? You just stand near the door and crowd will push you out. And when you stay near the door, crowd will push you in. You don't have to do much about it. There's so much crowd. They will push you in and out. Yes, Ayush Prabhu, is it right?
Yes, Prabhu. Lal Govind Prabhu also said that it's like getting a full body massage in Mumbai.
Full body massage. Not only body massage, your pocket massage as well. You won't find what was there 5 minutes before. Um, so this is all Krishna conscious devotees do, huh? So even if you don't want, they will put you on the train which is going back to Godhead. You're already there. And even if all you have to do is say, just don't jump out of the train. Even if you're uncomfortable with devotees, I'm being practical here, stay there with devotees. Huh? Somehow or other, it will happen by Krishna's grace. Okay, and let's answer some questions, Kesha Prabhuji.
No, it's not a question, Prabhu. I just, when you just say Prabhupada, I just remember, and I'll just take maybe a minute, Prabhu. There was a great realization shared by Gauranga Prabhu while he was giving a Srimad Bhagavatam lecture.
Yeah.
So he said, Prabhupada, when he came back from America he was in somewhere in Jaipur, I believe, Rajasthan. So there was a big mass of all learned people. So they say, okay, what you have learned, those kind of things were discussion going on. And the young devotee, a white devotee, maybe 18, 20 years old. So she said, yes, they know everything. So they can't even, this is a mercy. What I mean, when you just said this, I just remember this, Prabhu. So he said they don't even know how to read the Sanskrit, this and that kind of things. Then he said they know Upanishads, right? So then the devotee who was 18, 20-year old, he was already shaking. My goodness, I'm on the spot. Chutti to मेरी तो ticket कटने वाली है. So he was just thinking like that. And then he said, okay, now you start. Then he said, he was a little bit hesitant. No, you start. Prabhupada said. Then he started first. He only knew first 5 verses of the Upanishad. Then he said one. He said two, keep on going on. Four. No, keep on going. Fifth. Now stop. You know everything.
And the crowd agreed to that.
And the crowd agreed. And then someone said, no, okay, verse to isko aa gaya hai, but they can't pronounce it. Then Prabhupada said, they can't pronounce. I understand, but see the renunciation.
The pronunciation is not correct, but their renunciation is great. They have left their country,
I
they have
just
left their
remember this.
family. Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing that.
Prabhupada will definitely take us as well on the same way.
Yeah.
Maybe not even that percent we have that.
Yeah, we have to do some more renunciation, I guess. Anyway, renunciation is not topmost, bhakti is the topmost. Okay, so Priya Mata?
I asked Bhakti Ashray Swami Maharaj about this. कि अगर अंत में ध्यान नहीं रहा तो क्या होगा? And he said कि दूसरा चांस मिलेगा या नहीं? Then he said हाँ मिलेगा, क्यों नहीं मिलेगा?
Yes.
कृष्णा कहेगा ना अपनी पार्टी का आदमी, उसको एक चांस देने का है.
Very well, very well. Very nice, yes. So literally, there is so much hope. But if you are not a devotee, then there is no hope for us. But if you are a devotee, it's not about perfection, it's about persistent. And as I have repeated it many times, Adeshampra, just try to be a good devotee. That's all. Whatever is being told to us, just try to follow. You don't have to become like a great, this #1 book distributor, #1 kirtanier, #1 this and that. Nothing like that. Just be a simple, sweet devotee. Krishna can take you back to Godhead. And Gauranga Darshan Prabhu also said, not all pure things are popular. Huh? So it doesn't mean if you're not popular, you're not pure. Huh? And sometimes popularity brings lot of stress, actually. Lot of stress. Kesha Maharaj was saying in a class, if it is not to do with Krishna, we don't want to become popular or famous. It's very stressful, actually. Very stressful to be popular. Only for Krishna's seva, okay, what to do? Huh? Some people have to take a stress. But otherwise, popularity is a big stress actually. Biggest. Have you experienced? Even little popularity can cause a lot of stress actually. Huh? But for pleasure of the Lord Prabhupada and all these acharyas they are taking. Otherwise, yeah, we don't need to be popular. We have to become, target is to become pure. And then if Krishna wants us to become popular, yeah, why not in the service? Okay, let's read 8.6. Who wants to do? Who hasn't done anything today? Ayush Prabhu, would you like to?
यम यम वापि स्मरण भावम त्यजति अन्ते कलेवरम तम तमैव ति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भाव भावितः. uh, we don't do the word to word, right? Or we do
Just the
just the
translation.
translation? Yeah. Translation: whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail.
Thank you, Prabhu. So, yam yam vapi. So, Smaran bhavan. So, Smaran word is common. So, he's saying if you do not remember Krishna, so whatever bhava you have, something you will be remembering, right? Somewhere. Tyajati ante kalevram. So, kalevar word is also common with 8.5. So, Tyajati, when you are leaving this kalevar, this body, in the last moment, tam tam ev iti kaunteya. Kaunteya refers to Partha or Arjuna. Sada, always, tad bhava bhavita. You will achieve that bhava. The famous example is of Bharat Maharaj, how he remembered the deer and he became deer at the end of his first life, what we read. And Prabhupada also gives that example. Okay, so this is a principle which Prabhupada spoke. Let's read what is the conclusion of this principle which Krishna is giving to Arjuna. Now, Arjun may think at this stage, at till 8.6, okay, you ask me about whatever you remember. So maybe, Acharya is explaining this, maybe you want me to practice remembering you so that I can just remember you at the time of death and I go back to you. Is that what you mean? Krishna says, no, no, that's not what I'm saying. What you should do now. So there are two states. One is now, one is while leaving the body. So Arjun is thinking, maybe Krishna will say, okay, Arjun, go back to Himalayas and just try to remember me. So no, no, that's not what Krishna is saying. Let's see what Krishna is saying in 8.7. What is our current duty? Anand Krishna. Prabhu, you're on mute. Anand Prabhu, you're on mute.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhya cha mai arpita manor buddhi mam evaisyasi asamsaya. Translation: therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna, and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed upon me, you will attain me without doubt.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So tasmat, tasmat refers to therefore. Wherever the word tasmat comes in Bhagavad Gita, that means therefore. So whatever the principle he has given, now he is giving a conclusion of that principle. So 8.5 and 8.6 were the principles. 8.5 principle is, if you remember Krishna, what will happen? 8.6, if you don't remember Krishna, what will happen? So tasmat, therefore, what you should do right now? You should do this. 8.7. Tasmat, sarveshu kaleshu, very simple. Sarveshu means all the time. Kaleshu, time. Mam anusmar yuddhecha. So you should remember me while doing your yuddha. Now what does yuddha is? Yuddha for Arjuna, it is his prescribed duty at this point in time. What is our yuddha? Say going to job. Huh? Looking after our children, doing this household activity. That's our yuddha. That's our prescribed duty. So what yuddha means to not only yuddha. Yuddha means follow your prescribed duties. Huh? While you are doing the yuddha, prescribed duties, what you should do? Mam anusmar. Now this word is very, very important. What is the word used in 8.5 and 8.6 which is common? Ismaran. Huh? It's not kirtan, it's not sound, it's ismaran. Now what sort of ismaran you have to do? Krishna is saying anu ismar. Now word anu, which is a prefix here, has many, many meanings. So anu means also say again and again. Anu means continuous. Anu means remember as per Shastra. So wherever the word anu come. So janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukha dosha anudarshanam. Anudarshanam, anurag. So wherever the word anu comes, that intensifies the meaning of the word which is coming after word anu. So it's intensified smaran, not just smaran, random smaran. Intensified contemplation, focused contemplation, continuous contemplation, again and again contemplation. Huh? So word anu is very, very important. And you will see this word anu used in 8th chapter again and again. Again and again. We'll see from 8.7 onwards. We'll see many times it comes. Huh? So mom, you should remember me how? As per the Shastra. Shastra Shakshu. So Smaran should not be done random. Oh, Krishna may be a light. No, no. Smaran Krishna as he is. Janma karma chame divyam. As he is. That is called Anu Smaran. Otherwise it's Smaran. Otherwise it's Smaran. Huh? So Mam Anusmaridacha. Also this line signifies devotion in Karma Yoga. What we were doing? Okay, you offer the phala to Krishna, you offer the fruits to Krishna, and then you become Karma Yogi, which is fine. You go and earn $100 and you offer some part of it at least to Radha Gopinath, and that's fine. That's a Karma Yoga. But Bhakti Yoga is different from Karma Yoga from the perspective it's not a post offering, it's a pre-meditation action. Post offering means whatever you got, you gave some to Gopinath, and that's fine. You connected your earnings with Krishna. But here what we are showing, Mam Anusmar Yudhyacha. So what is the first, if you look at the order of this, what is the first thing you should do, Garmya Mata? Mam Anusmar. Then what you should do? Yudhyacha. What does it mean? पहले मुझे याद करो. First you remember me, then do your prescribed duties. So bhakti is pre-meditation action. What Krishna will like, I will do that. You understand the difference between Karma Yogi and Bhakti Yogi? So Bhakti Yogi is always meditating on Krishna. Acharya Saprabhu, Krishna ko bhindi acha lagta hai. Krishna likes bhindi. So Acharya Saprabhu will go to the market and buy bhindi and offer it to Krishna. And another person, he likes bhindi, he got the bhindi, but in Shastra says, suppose, Krishna does not prefer bhindi. But because he likes, he offered to Gopinath. That's also very nice. But actually Gopinath doesn't like bhindi. So it's a two different seva. One is you have done it for Gopinath, that's fine, but because you liked it. Another one is Gopinath likes it, that's why you did it. One Maharaj was saying in Sydney in a class, you should only buy something which you need it for Krishna seva, not the other way. You buy a thing and say, I will put this thing in Krishna seva. And he gave an example as well. So if you buy a car, I don't know what's the expensive car. I'm not too much knowledgeable of the cars.
Maruti.
Maruti. No, expensive. Maruti is not expensive car.
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce. Thank you, Ayush Prabha. He's a Rolls Royce person. So suppose you buy a Rolls Royce. I don't know how much it costs. Say $1 million. So you say, I bought a Rolls Royce. Now I'm going to serve Krishna through Rolls Royce. And Maharaj said, this is not my statement. He said, and you only visit Krishna or Gopinath once in a year. Are you putting your car in Krishna's service? Yes, once in a year I did come to temple. But 364 days, where you are, huh? You said, no, no. You buy the car, and that may be Rolls Royce or Maruti 800, whatever it is, if you need it for the service of Krishna. Huh? I really need car to serve, say, food for life. I suppose you can take Rolls Royce for food for life. That will be nice. People may not come for your khichdi and halwa, they'll come for Rolls Royce. Anyway, that's engaging in Krishna Seva. So he said, first establish you need that, especially for brahmacharis actually, and for grastas as well. First, the needs should be established. I need a phone, I need a laptop, I need a car, I need whatever. For Krishna said, then only you buy. Otherwise, you should not buy. It's a luxury for you. It's a very nice definition actually. Huh? So don't buy and engage. First, establish the need of that particular gadget, then you buy. Then your life will be simple and Krishna conscious. This is very nice actually. Very, very nice. You need a headphone, you need a new shoe, whatever. Do I need it for Krishna Seva? If you need it, yeah, go for it. But if the need is not established, then the point is, Maharaj was saying, we may engage that Rolls Royce in our seva, not in Krishna's seva. Huh? 364 days you are serving yourself, you are showing your friends. One day you go to Janmashtami in the Rolls Royce, oh Krishna, I bought this car for you. Not really. Huh? So very nice. So first, if you need that equipment for Krishna seva, then you buy it. and then is fully engaged in Krishna Seva. Okay, so Ma Manusmar is, the ordering of the word is Ma Manusmar, you remember me, and then Yudhyacha, do your prescribed duties. While you are doing Mamanusmar, what will happen? The result of Mamanusmar, constant remembrance of Krishna, what will happen? Mai Arpit Mano Buddhir. What are you offering? Not only your gross body, but your subtle body as well to Krishna. Subtle body, which is made up of Mana and Buddhi. Man, Buddhi and Ahankar. Ahankar slowly will also come in that. So Mana, our mind, Buddhi is intelligence. Your Arpit. Arpit means offering to Krishna. And then what will be the result of that? Offering your gross and subtle body to Krishna. The result is Mam Evashyasi Ashanshayaha. Ashanshaya means no doubt. Sushant Prabhu, which verse has used the word Ashanshaya earlier? You remember the verse where Ashanshaya is used?
Asamshaya Mahabhava.
No, in this verse itself, in this chapter itself.
8.5.
Thank you. Thank you, Acharya Nishta Prabhu. So 8.5, I'll just put on the screen for everyone's benefit. Yati na shanshayaha. Ashanshayaha. That means Krishna is reassuring. If you do that, what you do whole life, Mam Anusmar, you remember me, and Yudhicha, you do your prescribed duties. So you're not saying, oh, you're a grahastha, you become brahmachari, you become sannyasa, or brahmachari should become grahastha. No, no, no. Wherever you are, grahe thako, vane thako, sada hari bole thako. Wherever you're graha or you're a vanaprasthi, that doesn't matter. But sada hari, always remember hari. That's the point. And if you do that, you do your prescribed duties, offer your not only gross body but your subtle body as well. Mam evashasi, you will come back to me. There is no doubt in that. So Krishna is again reassuring Arjuna and saying what you should do now and what you should do at the end of life. If you don't do what I am telling you to do at the end of life, which is 8.6, you will get that body. But if you remember me, you'll get back to me. And while you're living your life, you do your yuddha. I'm not saying don't do yuddha, don't do your prescribed duties, leave your family. No, business, no. Ma Manusmar, you just remember me and then perform your duties. And what will happen with that? You will get purified. You will get purified. And eventually, when you are purified enough, you will come back to me. There is no doubt in that. Acharya Nishta Prabhu.
Prabhuji, you mentioned one verse. What was the name of the verse? Where you mentioned about the grasta, whether you're grasta.
Grahe Thako, Vane Thako,
Yeah.
Sada Hari, Bole Thako. Just said by Bhaktivinoda Thakur Prabhu.
Where is it, Prabhuji? What's the reference to?
Just search Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
So what do I say? What do I say again? Sorry.
Grahe Thako, Vane Dako, Sada Hari, Bole Dako.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, stay in your ashram and worship Krishna. Okay, 8.8. Who hasn't read today? Priti Mata, if you are at home.
Yes, Prabhu. I will sing. Avyasayogayuktena chetasana nanyagamina paramam purusam divyam yeti prathanuchi yati
Partha Anuchintayan.
Yati Partha Anuchintayan. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engages in remembering me, undeviated from the path. O Partha, he is sure to reach me.
Thank you, Mataji. So, Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena. So, if you are doing yoga abhyas. Now, what this yoga is, Krishna is not mentioning. When you say yoga, what different types of yogas are possible? Anyone can say? Fatafat, Keshav Prabhu?
Karma Jnana.
Jnana yoga, आगे?
Bhakti yoga.
Bhakti yoga or Ashtanga yoga, Dhyana yoga. There can be any yoga. So Krishna is not mentioning, but you'll see what sort of yoga Krishna is saying by the end of this verse. So here he's saying yoga, abhyas yoga. So yoga abhyas karo. So you do practice of yoga. Abhyas yoga yuktena. Yuktena means well situated in that. Chetasa refers to chitta, mind. Now mind have two parts. You can say conscious mind and subconscious mind. So chitta, chetasa, na anyagamina. Chitta is not, mind is not going anywhere else. Paramam purusham divyam. So that param purush, which is divya, which is transcendental, yati partha anuchintayan. So what's the key word in this word is yati means to achieve, partha refers to Arjuna, anuchintayan. So chintan, everyone knows chintan? Everyone knows chinta. Chinta, chinta, chinta. No chinta, chintan. This says our journey should be from chinta to chintan. If you do chinta, when does chinta finishes? Anyone knows? With chitta.
Ita.
Chinta will only go with chitta. Chitta means fire if you don't know. When your body is burnt, then only your chinta will go. Chinta will constantly be there. But our duty is as aspiring sadhaka, we should change our chinta to what? Chintan. Chintan refers to remembering the Supreme. And Jagannath ji is there. In one little line, I really liked it. This speaker was saying, प्रभु जगन्नाथ जिसके रक्षक हैं श्री राम उसे कोई मार नहीं सकता प्रभु जगन्नाथ का भक्त जगत से हार नहीं सकता जिसके रक्षक हैं श्री राम वन हु इज प्रोटेक्टेड बाय लॉर्ड राम उसे कोई मार नहीं सकता नो वन कैन किल हिम ब्यूटीफुल सो इफ योर रक्षक योर प्रोटेक्टेड इज कृष्णा राम हु कैन किल यू प्रभु जगन्नाथ का भक्त जगत से हार नहीं सकता if you're a bhakta of Jagannath ji, Radha Gopinath ji, you cannot get defeated from the world. So we should have so much faith in Krishna. This is called Chintan. You should still perform your duty, you still pass or fail in the material world. That's okay as per your karma. But Chintan, Jagannath ji is there. If Jagannath ji want me to get success, I'll get success. If Jagannath ji want me to get failure, I'll get failure. Jagannath ji want me to get lot of man, I'll get man. Jagannath ji want me to get lot of apaman. Now that one we don't like. Anyone likes insults here? No. But if Jagannath ji want you to get insulted, it's fine. It says before before humility, humiliation comes. Humiliation makes you humble. Does it happen? Sometimes it makes us more strong actually. But humiliation many times, we are not so good, we are not so great. If other person is humiliating me, that's my fault only. It's my karma only. It's okay. Don't make til ka taad. What do you say? What do you say in English, Sanjay Vyas Prabhu? Don't make the mountain of a mole. Something like that.
More
So
of a mountain.
we should, we should be dependent on Krishna. So for ourselves, man, apman, labh, hani, jai, paraja, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but if it's for our seva, then we should fight back. Then we should fight back. Lord Ram fought for Mother Sita. But for himself, Lord Ram was okay. If the kingdom is gone, no worries. This is what the destiny is saying. But when Sita is told, this is my dharma, my duty to protect my wife, then I have to do something about it. Okay, so the word Anuchintan is very important. Who can tell me the meaning of Anu? Few meanings of Anu. Shashank Prabhu.
Small.
Sorry, Prabhu?
Small.
Anu. No, no, no.
Oh.
This is a prefix. You're right. If an independent word Anu and Vibhu, yes, Anu means small. But if it is used as prefix, like Anu Smaran, Anu Chintayan. So what does the word Anu mean here?
Continuous.
Continuous, thank you. More?
Continue.
More?
Always.
Again and again, always, yes, more?
Following in the footsteps of senior acharyas.
Yes, so अनुगत्य भाव से करना. Thank you, Prabhu, for reminding me that one. अनुगत्य भाव से करना, अनुकूल भाव से करना. And more? Shastra Chakshu. Intensely, thank you. So wherever this word is, so this word is used, this Anu prefix is used again and again. So please remember this meaning. So this is not a random thing. Chintan can be random. Anu Chintan as per Shastra, as per Guru, as per given instruction. If you do that, Yatipar, you will come back to me. So if you do yoga abhyas, you're well situated in that. Your chitta is not going anywhere else. And you are doing constant chintan of the Supreme Person, you will go back to the Supreme Person. Okay, 8.9. This is a very famous verse as well. 8.9, I'm sure you would have heard this. Just give a little perspective of this. Who wants to do? Who hasn't done today? Giriraj Prabhu, have you done today? Not sure. Okay, come on. Anyone else? Acharya Nisa Prabhu, can you do? Prabhu is so humble.
I can do that.
Okay, anyone? So Kavim Puranam Anushashitaram Anushashitaram
Kavim Puranam Anushashitaram Aniyam Sam Smaredya Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Adityavarnam Tamasa
Very nice, Prabhu. Meaning?
One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and he is transcendental beyond this material nature.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So Krishna is telling 10 ways by which you can remember Krishna. Now this 10 is also classified differently. Some say 8, some say 9, some say 10. I'll prove my point. So let's read word by word first. So Kavim. Kavim, generally in Hindi we call Kavi as a poet, but actually Kavi, Prabhupada writes, and it's used in other places as well, one who knows everything. So Krishna is a real Kavi. Kavi means he knows everything. Other Kavis are small Kavis. Krishna is the real Kavi. Kavi, he knows everything. Puran means Purana, old. Who is the Puranam? Who is the oldest? Krishna is the oldest. He is the knower of everything. He is the oldest of all. He is the father of even Brahmaji. Brahma is the oldest in this universe, but he is the father of Brahma as well. He is the oldest. Anushasitaram. So Anushashan word, everyone would know this. Anushashan is discipline. So he is the one who can do Anushashan on everyone. Anushasana means can bring others under control. Acharya Prabhu, how you will prove that he is doing Anushasana on every living entity? Can you prove that line? Or think of any thoughts?
Krishna is doing?
Krishna. Yeah, it's about Krishna. So 10 ways to meditate on Krishna. These are the qualities of Krishna. 10 qualities of Krishna. So one quality is he is Anushasitaram. He's the controller. How would you say he's the controller of everyone?
Paramatma, Prabhuji.
But Paramatma does not control. He can advise.
He facilitates all this,
He facilitates, yeah. But control. Control means if you don't listen me, I'll teach you a lesson. That's what it control. You know what I'm saying? Like the fine comes and you like Hare Krishna, red light camera.
Yeah.
So he's controlling you, right? Speed camera, controlling you.
Yeah,
Traffic police,
by
controlling you.
giving a fall back to you based on your karma.
But I don't believe in Krishna. I'm an atheist, Prabhu. What are you talking here?
Wow, you're Muda then, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. I think you are a Buddha. I'm saying the debate can go on. How would you say, Krishna, Mrityu Sarva Harashchaham? If you don't listen Krishna, Mrityu will come. Mrityu will come. So Krishna, if you don't listen Krishna throughout your life, you have to listen Krishna at the end of the life because Krishna comes in the form of Mrityu. So you can argue like that. Because who is Mrityu? Mrityu is Kal. Kal is Krishna.
Kal is Krishna.
So even if I am an atheist, pakka atheist, I do not listen to anything, you're Acharya Sapru, you're all pagal. Fine, no problem. I have to listen to Krishna when the Mrityu comes. So Mrityu Sarva Haras. Sarva Haras means sab kuch har leti hai. And that no one can deny. And Mrityu, time I am. Even the person who invented the nuclear bomb, what was his name? I forgot his name. Anyway,
Oppenheimer.
Thank you, Ayush Prabhu. He knows that. So he quoted Bhagavad Gita when he saw the first blast. He said, it is Krishna, it is Krishna. So that Mrityu is Krishna. So even if I don't believe in Krishna or God and anything such thing like that, Mrityu I cannot deny. So he is mentioning, I am Mrityu, I am Kal. Kalosmi Lokachakrit Pradho, 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Anushasitaram, he controls everyone. You believe it or not, that's up to you. Krishna controls you. Okay, Ano. Now, Shashank Prabhu, this is the Ano we are talking. So when it comes independently, yes, it is correct. Anu means Anu and Vibhu. The word is, what you said was correct. So Anur Aniyam. So Anu refers to the atom and he Aniyam. Aniyam means he can be smaller than the atom. Is it possible for Krishna to become smaller than the atom? Anyone knows about this? Krishna can be smaller than the atom. So Anima, Mahima, Laghima, Siddhi. So Laghima is a Siddhi, it's a power you can say, which some people possess. They can become smaller than the atom. They can just pass through the walls. They can just go anywhere. No obstruction, no gross obstruction can stop them. So Krishna gives that power to the people what to speak of himself. So he can become smaller than the smallest. Anusmaredya. So see, Anu word is used again. Ismaredya. So Ismaran, how should we do Ismaran? Anusmaran of Krishna, not just random smaran of Krishna, Anusmaran of Krishna. Okay, Sarvasya Dhataram. Dhata refers to Mata, Dhata, Pita, Maha. There's a verse in Bhagavad Gita, later it will come. So Sarvasya Dhata refers to Palan Karne Wala, one who looks after. So Krishna is Sarvasya Dhataram. Krishna is doing the Palan of not only you and your family, is also doing the Palan of crow's family, pigeon's family, whale's family. Who is feeding them? It says, चींटी को कड़ भर देता है, हाथी को मन भर देता है. Huh? Who gives food to the hathi? Hathi does any PhD? Elephant? He goes for any 9 to 5 job. But Hathi eats 1 man. 1 man means 1000 kilos a day. So who provides to that elephant? Krishna is the one who's providing. And Cheeti only need one dana. One small dana is enough. Who provides that? We don't provide that. We can provide to ourselves. That's great. Krishna is the one. Sarvasiddhataram. So he only can claim that title, Sarvasiddhataram. We cannot claim. Achintya Rupam. So Achintya Rupam can have multiple meanings. So Achintya, Prabhupada writes, independently you can take it as a quality. Achintya can be inconceivable. So Krishna is inconceivable. Definitely. Rupam. Or you can say Achintya Rupa. His Rupa is Achintya. You cannot think about his Rupa. You have to read or get his Rupa from Shastra. Shastra will tell you. You cannot just think, Chintan karke pehchan jayenge. No, you will not be able to recognize. You have to take help of Shastra or Guru, Achint Rupam. And Rupa also presents he is a person. He has a Rupa. Huh? Krishna is not just impersonal light. He is Rupa. Rupa has to be of a person, of a personality. If there's no person, there's no Rupa. So he is a person. He is inconceivable. And his Rupa, his personality is beyond our material, mundane imagination. Last two, Aditya Varnam, and he is luminous like sun. Prabhupada writes in the translation, he is luminous like the sun. He is very, very effulgent. And what to speak of sun, he says, when the crores of sun come together, their effulgence also cannot match with the effulgence of the Lord. This will also be explained in the Virat Rupa 11th chapter. Last one, 10th quality, Tamasa Parasat. Tamasa refers to the ignorance of this world. So Krishna is Tamasa Parasat. He is beyond this material world. He is not a part of this material world. This world is known as Tamas. Tamas means Andhakar, ignorance, the world of ignorance. Om Agyanti Manandasya. So we are born in ignorance, but Guru comes and he gives us the eyes. So Tamasa Parasat, he is beyond the material nature. So these 10 qualities of Krishna is described in verse 8.9, and by that you can do Anusmaredyaha. You can remember Krishna by any one or all 10 of them. Okay, if there is any question, I'll take Shashank Prabhu, one question. And the last one.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Just a small question, Prabhu. The yogis who have achieved astasthis, they can also become the smallest of the smallest. How does Krishna? Yes, I was just thinking, like, how does Krishna beat them?
How does Krishna beat them?
I mean, like, how does Krishna become like smallest than themselves because they are very small?
So Krishna gives his powers to his devotees. So like you are a father, you have 3 sons, for example. So you can say, okay, you can use my bike tomorrow, right? So you can give power, but you are the controller, you are the real controller. So Krishna gives that Shakti, and Krishna can retrieve that Shakti anytime. They can possess that Shakti for a while, and then he can retrieve it back if they're not using it properly. Is that what you're asking, Prabhu?
Yeah, okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. So he gives the power to certain people for certain amount of time, and he can retrieve it back. That's how he's always the master of those powers. But other people, like you're using someone else's bike or car, whatever, right? You're not the owner of the car. The controller of the car is someone else. But he allows you to use his car. So the same applies for his Shakti. Yeah. But once Prabhupada was asked, can Krishna create a mountain which he cannot lift? This like tricky questions, sometimes some funny people ask these sort of questions. First chicken came or egg? First bija came, the seed came or the tree? All these questions. There's not much tattva. Anyway, so Prabhupada said, yes, he can create the mountain which no one can lift, but he can lift. So this is also Krishna is achintya, that's inconceivable. You cannot think what he cannot do. You cannot think. I cannot think. Our imagination cannot go there, but Krishna can do that. Now, one question which Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu also posed, just for the sake of argument, can Krishna create a square circle? Can Krishna create a square circle? Now, these sort of questions you get sometimes, especially when you're doing the uni preaching. Anyone in the uni here? Some brahmacharis go for uni preaching. All these questions come. But he said, before you answer the question, just say the questionnaire. Your question itself is wrong. A square cannot be circle, circle cannot be square. So first you make up your mind what do you want Krishna to create and then ask the question. So he said you don't have to necessarily answer every single question. The question itself can be defeated. It's not a nice question. Shishant Prabhu, is that okay?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. He being the controller, you can say, beats everyone else. Okay, let's stop here. It's 9:09. If you